My name's Ryan Chapman, and I'm a multiple Star Diamond coach with Team Beachbody, and this is my success story. So I grew up in a house of 6 kids, and I was always overweight. All through elementary school and junior high and high school, I was always overweight. On the high school basketball team, I was the kid who never got in, even though I had a decent jump shot, good skills. I was never fast enough to be the person who was actually out there playing because I was overweight. So that's, I was like that all the way through into college. I went up and down, I tried different diets, I lost a little bit of weight, I gained it back, I got bigger, and all the way until after I left college and got my first job, when I kind of peaked out at 275 pounds. And I was on a ski trip with my parents, and I knew that there was something I had to do. I met some friends up there, I couldn't keep up skiing, I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do, and I knew I had to do something. I had talked to my dad in the airport leaving from that trip, and we decided we were going to do something together. And so we started sending our daily food logs back and forth to each other. We started doing some workouts, and I was able to lose 30 or 40 pounds that way. And then I got into a weight loss contest at work with a buddy. And the end of that weight loss contest was both my wedding and also a triathlon right after my wedding, actually. So I did my first triathlon, I got married, I had lost at that point 100 pounds. So after I lost that 100 pounds, I knew that health and fitness was going to be a part of my life from then on, that I wasn't going back. I had triathlon, I didn't have any Beachbody products or anything at that point. I wasn't doing P90X, I wasn't doing Shakeology or any of that stuff, but I knew that health and fitness was something that was going to be a part of my life for a long time. So at the same time as all this was going on, right, I was losing 100 pounds, getting into triathlons, getting married and all this stuff. I was also climbing the corporate ladder in my engineering job. And at that time, that's all I really thought I wanted to do was be an engineer. And I was moving my way up and going up the career ladder and everything. And then something happened in 2009 that changed everything for me in a way that I didn't realize was going to happen. And that was we had kids. And we had kids at the same time. In other words, we had twins. We had twin girls in 2009. And all of my triathlon stuff that I was doing, all the other fitness stuff that I was doing was really difficult to do right after the kids were born, right? I couldn't go on 4-hour bike rides and stuff like that. I needed to be there. And so I ended up picking up a copy of P90X because I knew I could do that in the house, and if I was needed for something, then I could be there. And so I went through a round of P90X, and what I found out after I did P90X is I went back to running, and I started PRing, having personal records in my running races from the strength and stuff that I gained from P90X, stuff that I wasn't doing in my regular triathlon training. And so through that, I got into Beachbody Coaching with Dave Ward, who is a triathlete and my upline coach, and he brought me into the business, and I was doing it kind of as a side thing. And all this stuff kind of came together that I realized that with having kids and with getting into fitness and with P90X and the whole business of Beachbody, that there was a way that I could actually spend more time with my kids. We're leaving the kids at like 6:30 in the morning, shortly after or even before they woke up, both going to work and then both coming home an hour to 2 hours before they went to bed. And both pretty high-level engineers and making good money. And with all this stuff coming together, I realized that I had the opportunity with Beachbody to change that I didn't have to leave my kids there, that I didn't have to go to work and both of us go to work and leave the kids and only see them for a couple hours a day. Like some people, some people both have to work, and that's just part of it. But for us, it wasn't that way. We didn't have to, and this was something that could help us get out of that. And so it started there, the dream to be able to do Beachbody full time and to be able to stay home with my kids. So I didn't start out just realizing that and then quitting my job. It took me, from the time I became a Beachbody coach to when I quit my job, almost 2 years. I was working it kind of as a side business and not putting a whole lot into it. And that all changed in the end of 2011 when Beachbody came out with the Beachbody Challenge. And I was able to bring people in to challenge groups and show them how to use Beachbody products through the Beachbody Challenge. That completely transformed my business. The things I was able to do with challenge groups just amazed me. And it was only about 6 months after the Beachbody Challenge came out that I decided to go ahead and quit my job and become a full-time Beachbody coach. So fast forward a year and a half to August of 2013, and I've been able to surpass my income at the shipyard as a Beachbody coach now. So I'm able to pull in basically the same amount of income I was as an engineer, but I'm able to stay home with my kids, and I'm able to spend more time with them, and I'm able to work when I want to and not punch in and punch out of a clock, which is worth so much more than money can ever give you. So for those of you who are watching this video who are either Beachbody coaches now, or you're thinking about being a Beachbody coach and you want to know, I mean, what's the secret to being successful in this business? What's the secret to, being able to quit your job and pay your bills, or whatever it is your goal is with the Beachbody business? I think the number one thing I would tell you is that the business is about relationships. It's about creating relationships with people that are deep. Something where they trust you, and what it's about for them is you. That it's not about the products, it's not about, the Shakeology or the P90X or anything. It's about the support that you offer. And in the same way, what it is about for you is it's about the people that you're helping. It's not about the sale, it's not about the money, it's not about any of that stuff. It's about helping people. And if you can create those kind of relationships with people, if you can be that real and honest with people, you're gonna do really good in this business.